Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of a different conversation today. So I wanted to get this video out because I need to make you guys aware of something, and apologies for the terrible lighting. I'm out with a dog at the moment. So next Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, the 23rd of September, I'm going to be sitting down with Justean Winter again. Justean Winter being the ex-NHS nurse and whistleblower that I sat down with a couple of months ago, that is currently my best performing conversation on YouTube. Thank you to everybody that's liked, shared, subscribed, commented, etc. I greatly appreciate it, and I always will. However, with this conversation, ladies and gentlemen, you'll also have a little bit of an opportunity to get involved if you were to do one of two things. If you'd like to ask a question of Justean in this conversation that we're going to be having next Tuesday, 23rd of September, at around about midday, you're going to need to do one of two things. You're going to head on over to Buy Me a Coffee on the Voice of the Valleys page and either take out the $5 membership, friend of the show, in which you'll have the opportunity then to ask the question not only for Justean, but also within any other interviews within the period of the membership until you would decide to cancel, if that's what you wanted to do. Or you could put in a matching one-time donation, and you'll also have then the opportunity to ask your question, because I believe there's a message box in there which you can ask your question as well. So this gives you, ladies and gentlemen, not only something which I'd be very grateful for, which is support of the show and support of me, which frankly, with the podcast and with the political landscape and with the fact that you can not only lose your job but lose your life if you have the quote-unquote wrong opinions in today's world, then there's not really so much that I can do. It's very hard to hold down any kind of traditional employment. People find out about your political views, you get ostracized. Companies don't want to obviously be associated with those things a lot of the time, which is, it's fair enough, it's kind of their prerogative, right? It's just one of those things. Leaves people like me with very little left that they can do, however, and that leads to a lot of hopelessness. That leads to a lot of hopeless feeling. If I didn't have the support network that I currently have, I don't know where I would be. So this way, ladies and gentlemen, you'd not only be supporting me, which I would be massively, massively grateful for, and it would let me know that, it's not just a bunch of, random bot accounts out there that have subscribed or whatever. It's real, actual people who I'm having an impact on and want to see me do more of it, which I would greatly appreciate, and it fills me full of that little bit more hope that things are going to get better going forward and that we can actually make a positive difference. However, it will also give you the opportunity to get involved as well. Give you the opportunity to ask questions of not only Justean, but if you want to take out the membership, you'll then get any interviews that are coming up and conversations in the future. You'll get your opportunity to ask questions of them as well. So it helps get you guys involved as well, more invested, and hopefully then we'll start having more of a positive difference in the future as well, as hopefully the project scales and grows. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to again ask your question of Justean, whether it's related to her whistleblowing, whether it's related to whatever else is going on, just head on over to Voice of the Valleys, take out either the membership or matching one-time donation and leave your questions in there, and I'll make sure that they are tabulated, and I'll make sure that I have them going into the interview, and we'll see how many we can get through depending on how many are submitted. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Even if you're just tuning into the show regularly, if you're liking, sharing, commenting, etc., thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. I wish you nothing but the best, and hopefully have some of your questions coming in soon. You take care, guys. See you soon. Godspeed.